Today we're going to check out Gunsmith. I played it just a little bit last night whenever I got it. It's kind of like the Factory O type game. See if we can't get to building guns. I did get far enough to build 9mm rounds, but starting out it's kind of slow. We're just going to build a lot of gloves. We're pretty much going to build gloves, and then you move on to like backpacks. And then I made, like I said, a few 9mm rounds, but that's about all I got to. Then I kind of went bankrupt, or was right at it. I was way in the hole because I just wanted to see the bullets made. So let's just start a new game. There's different ones, like you got easy, normal, hard for your just money. As far as I know, is all this different. And then you have scenarios you can beat if you want. We're just going to go into sandbox. Is if I'm not mistaken, I think you get everything unlocked and all the money. You just do what you want. That's kind of no fun if you do that, really. So we're going to do this. The world is your own. You really have no goals. We're going to be the United States. So you have no like goals really, and you just try to make it in the world like a real business would.
To tell you that we've started to conclude your father's estate. I've sent you the keys for a small factory that you've inherited. Use the front door with the padlock. Unfortunately, there's not a lot left. Much of it.
Oh, let's press the key and skip it. Okay, so we're going to skip the introduction. Let's see if we can remember how to do this now. Alright, let me look at stuff. Clocks. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my clock, but that's not a big deal. And you don't really need to say that. Your main stuff is up here. Kind of what you need to be looking at. So this is the setup it gives us to start with. We're going to... I'm just going to set it up the way that I want real quick. Let's just move everything out of the way. And maybe I can remember how to do this. Because we're actually... Let's do this first. Set up these points. So we can start getting points put in for our research. This is your research trees. These recycling bins seem to be pretty, I guess you could say, broken. Instead of using the... So we need to start the... Oh, we have no money and research points. Okay, so we got to get some research points per day. But the recycling bins, like, they just jump in. They fall in the recycling bin and then come out of a dispenser. So you can do away with a lot of belts. And each one of these belts... Well, it's not letting me show you. Well, I think they take 5 energy for the regular size belt anyway. So we're going to try to minimize using those the best we can. And then we're going to, like I said, we're just going to redo every bit of this and just try to make it kind of more efficient the best we can. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm actually going to leave another one because sometime in the future we're going to need double. These are sewing machines. We're going to need double sewing machines. So some needs 1, and then as you see, sewing level 1. Some will need 2, so you need another sewing machine. It took me a minute to figure out what it was. I had to go back and read some stuff. I'm bad about skipping and reading. I like it when they talk to you, which this one starts out talking, but then it just kind of stops. But anyway, let's start this. This is our dispensary. And we have a cookbook up here that's going to tell you how to make like these camo gloves. This is your process here. So your dispensary, you need plastic blocks in this side, and then you're going to need fabric sheets in this side. And then they both come together and merge and make camo gloves. Then they need a sewing machine. Then you can box and sell them. Okay, so we have a... I don't even know what we got here. I've moved everything around. Let's move some of this stuff. So let's go with the plastic... What's this? Oh, that's nothing. Let's go with the plastic blocks in this one first. So we go to output here. Plastic blocks. So that's going to put plastic blocks. Then it needs to go to a heater. This is our heater. Instead of using belts in between like they had it, we're just going to put it where it instantly goes inside the heater. This will give it heat 1. Okay, and then we need this, which is a plastic former. Oop. We should have that, right? I think we have everything we need. This should be it right here. Yes. Double click it to get it. Let's rotate this. See, we're just putting them in line. We're going to save on these conveying belts. This will help us out a lot. And I'm also thinking that I should just dump them in the recycling bins. Yeah, pretty sure that's what I need to do. I haven't really put much thought into this. I was just kind of rolling with it. But I'm thinking we could do away with a lot of belts and save a lot of time, and down the road make it so much easier if we just dump them in recycling bins. And then just put dispensaries all down through here however long we need. Like, we will actually need to put a couple of these around. And then here in a little bit we'll get these that's like this is 2, it'll be cut in half, so you'll have 1 that you can put in. So I could take one of these out and put a sewing machine and a 1 in, and it will be good. Okay, let's go back to our cookbook. Camo gloves is what we're at. Okay, so these are going to make plastic fittings. Those are going into a merger. Okay, so we're going to put this merger. We need to make sure we have room for both of them to go in, so we can always move it. We need this. Let's do it this way, where we can put it over. We'll put the other one beside it going this way. Ooh, no, not like that. Like this. No, that might be bad too. Might not. Oh, I did get enough for a minute. Okay, so that's what we'll do, and then we'll put this, if I'm looking at it right. I may be wrong. Let's pan around. Yeah, there you go. It's going in it. Alright, so let's do the other side. We need to put another dispenser, which I guess we have to buy because it did not give us that. Okay, so let's put a dispenser. You got to have room where they can actually... I read a thing where a guy needs to be able to get in between and work on stuff. I honestly just fixed the stuff myself last night. I didn't get very far in it, obviously. So maybe later in the game you get a mechanic that comes in and he needs to be able to get between machines. That's why I'm not sticking it right beside this. And which, I guess if you just have 2, you could do that. But I don't see the sense in it, considering I've got to put other stuff and it needs to hit this belt anyway. What are we doing here? Okay, what are we doing here? They bought offers, signing goods. I'm not reading that. I hate reading. It's not fun. Drinking's fun. Reading sucks to me. That's just my thoughts. So, we're just going to skip it and accept it and hope it's good. Okay, so our dispensary, we need to put fabric sheets in the out. Fabric. Okay. Then we need a cutting, which they gave us a cutting. Our output's going to be fabric gloves. So we can go ahead and set that since it popped up. Oh, come on. Double click on it. Why is it doing this? Butthead. Is that lined up or do I need to go over one more? I think I got it there. I might be off one. We may have to move it. We'll see. See how this is? I got to go back one because I ain't got a single yet. Speaking of, oh, it's not came up yet, has it? Oh, yeah, there we go. So we get our recycling bin started. By the time we get this ready, we'll have recycling bins and we can stick it there. I did, no, okay. So to get the single belt, where's the belts? They are right here. So we'll research those next, but until then, I'll just scoot this back one. That's what I need to do, so I can put a full belt in it. And we may change it in a minute. After I get the singles, then we'll change it. But for now, we're going to do that. Alright, our cookbook. Camo. Alright, so this is going to make camo gloves. They're going to come out, and then they're going to have to go to a sewing machine, which we're going to put over here. So we're going to put the sewing, before it goes into this, is the boxing machine. And then this is where it comes out, and it sells it, moves it, which is these shelves. But we're not going to put a sewing machine on this line, because that means I would have to put sewing machines on each line if I decide to do more lines later. versus I can build extra of these lines, put recycling bins, dispose them on this line, and let one sewing machine do them all because it's instant. As you see, it doesn't have a wait time like these. Well, let's find something. Okay, so you got like half a second here for output speed. So these take different speeds so they can build up, I guess. What I was saying though is these sewing machines are instant, so there's no reason to really put one on each line when I can save money and power, because power is a big deal in this.